On the timer, it's 5 to 7 minute speech, so the same thing. 5 minutes, green, the yellow at 6, and the red at 7. And the objectives for Danielle's speech tonight is: select a speech topic and determine its general and specific purpose. 2, organize the speech in a manner that best achieves those purposes. 3, ensure the beginning, body, and conclusion reinforces the purpose. 4, project sincerity and conviction and control any nervousness you may feel. And the last one, it says, strive not to use notes. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Danielle Vincent. Trust but verify.
Good evening, Madam Chair, fellow Toastmasters. Guest, Annette. Trust but verify. Does this mean anything to you? Does it sound familiar? It's a famous quote, a statement coming from Ronald Reagan. It was given to him by Susan Massey, a Russian writer between the years of 1984 and 1987. They had met numerous times, and she had given this to him for him to use it, which he had. Trust but verify is very relatable to my childhood. When I was 16 months old, I grew up, and what happened is that my parents left to go out for the first time. And at 6 months old, this was a brand new thing for them. What they did, they called up my father's brother, who agreed to care for me. He come over, they set me up, tucked me in, enjoyed the fact that they were going out, but they were going out on their separate dates, not together. Dad went out to play cards with his family. Mom went out with the girls to go to the movies. So they left. My uncle, after they had gone, got up to the black and white television and console, set up the rabbit ears, get a good reception. So by the time he got it, sat down. Within the hour, my uncle was hearing funny noises coming from my bedroom. So he decided to go up and find out what was going on. No idea. He walked in and noticed that I was fidgety. I was moving differently, didn't like it. Got closer, picked me up. Felt the heat off my body, which was warmer than usual. He sped down the stairs, called his mother. My grandmother relayed the message to my dad, rushed over to my house, came in, and by that time, they had witnessed that I was now into a convulsion. My temperature had risen even further up. They rushed me to the hospital. Doctors took over, tried numerous things to lower my temperature, did not work. Until they resorted to a last result, which was to sink my 6-month-old tiny body into a tub of ice and water to lower the temperature. As this happened, coincidentally, my aunt was giving birth to my cousin. Back 50 years ago, once you give birth, you didn't just go home. they kept you around for 3 or 4 days. However, I can't recall because I was a little too young. So, 3 or 4 days, and what we did then was I was doing some testing to find out what happened to me. And my aunt, who was a social butterfly, greeted anyone in. Anyone who would go by, she'd stop them in, make a friend, and they'd move on. And a nurse who had come by stopped in to speak with my aunt once again and mentioned to her that there was this, they almost lost an infant the evening prior, infant by the name of Vincent. And my aunt knew right away that it must have been myself. She questioned the nurse, and after the conversation was over, the nurse left. The nurse left to do her other duties. My aunt picked up the telephone, called my mother, and asked her if she had been made aware of what was going on, and she had not. Ladies and gentlemen, she had not been made aware that her only child was in a chaotic position in the hospital. He had kept that from her. Immediately, she called the hospital, rushed over. It became a chaotic scene. And I provide this information to you to make you aware. Please trust those who can care or who can handle your affairs. But also verify, keep on top of things. Keep things in perspective. Make sure that you know what is happening at any given moment. People have good intentions. Sometimes they feel like sharing or not. If they share, they might infringe on something of their value, and they keep it to themselves. But if it's going to impede on what you are doing, be aware of what's going on in your surroundings. Thank you very much.